You're watching an RH Reality Check production brought to you by rhrealitycheck.org.
Hi, I'm Max Siegel, and I'm here at the United States Conference for AIDS in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Did you know that 33 million people are living with HIV in this world, and half of them are women? Here are two friends of mine, Chelsea and Gina, who are women living with HIV, who are living positive and productive lives.
My name is Gina Brown, and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
My name is Chelsea Golden. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm 26 years old.
In 1994, I was diagnosed HIV positive.
When I was growing up, I didn't get comprehensive sex education. Actually, I didn't get any sex education.
I didn't know how to tell anybody to use a condom. I didn't even know how to go. I mean, I saw them in the store. I knew what they looked like.
As I grew older, I actually did take a class as a sophomore in college called Sociology of Death and Dying, where we had a large piece talking about HIV/AIDS and the epidemiology of it. And I realized that where I lived in the Bible Belt was very populated with HIV positive cases.
Well, the first thing that I thought about was, how could this happen? Because, in the 90s, you didn't hear anything about too many women. So, you still thought of it as a gay man's disease.
I remember going home to my boyfriend of that time of 3 years and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that we're together and I found you. And at that time, I called my relationship with him adolescent love, because I really didn't know what love was, but I was playing house with him. So I was like, oh, I'm so glad we're both negative. We're going to be together forever. And about a year and a half, 2 years later, I found out that he had been cheating on me. And my stomach was upset, and I went to the doctor, and I found out simultaneously that I was HIV positive and 5 weeks pregnant.
But I didn't know how to really go about purchasing a condom, or if I saw a bowl, I was embarrassed to get them out the bowl because I thought other people would know what I was doing, like they didn't know already, that kind of thing. So a lot of it in my circumstances was ignorance, I think.
I felt like I was the only young person with the virus. I felt like I should be walking around with a big red X on my forehead, because that way I can't infect anybody else. And I should be shipped off to a remote island, thrown in a ditch, and just left there to die, so that nobody could be harmed by me, nobody would have to see me suffer.
And I really didn't think a woman could become infected with this virus.
Society dictates that men carry condoms and women submit to whatever a man wants to do in a relationship, and our women need to be empowered and educated in order to change that around and take control of their life, their bodies, and their health.
Everybody should get tested for HIV, but we know that there are certain behaviors that increases your risk of getting it. And if you're HIV positive, get into care. Get into care. Even if you don't tell anybody you're positive, take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself if you want to be here. It's been 14 years for me, and I've never been sick. I've never been hospitalized. I'm doing great. My daughter's negative, and that's because I decided to take the test while I was pregnant.
Instead of hiding with it, I put it on the forefront. And I work with children that are HIV positive, and one thing I always like to say to children that are not HIV positive is, I'll wear the shame of HIV on my face so that you never have to. And if you're armed with the knowledge and the education to keep yourself safe, then you'll survive and you can avoid this disease. This disease is preventable. Just make sure that in order not to feed the stigma of the virus, that you embrace and show compassion to those who are living with HIV. Otherwise, they'll never tell you that they are, and the virus will continue to spread.